my goodness. There we go. Hang on a second. Microphone's out of place. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Friday live stream. It is 2 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Texas. I feel like a homeless person right now. Feel a little disheveled. But I'm just a little fuzzy. It's pollen season. Tree pollen, I think. I can't remember. It's one of the pollen cycles here in Texas. So in South Texas, we have these different waves throughout the year of tree pollen and ragweed pollen and stuff like that. And I think that kicked off either yesterday or the day before, and it's building up. So I woke up with, you know, crusty, like, eye boogers and stuff. But anyway, I'm still feeling a little weird. I feel fine. I'm a little, if you know what I mean. Let's see. We got Grimtides following. And we've got Night Pirate, who says you are live on the big screen here at the GameSync Land Center. Hello, GameSync. I hope everybody's doing okay over there. I'm actually going to go ahead and swap the in-game footage. And got the music back one more notch. I hope everybody's doing good this fine Friday afternoon. Before I forget, make sure you head over to shop.vaygrim.com. We've actually got a 10% off sale going on the whole site. Site-wide, all products, shirts, hats, socks, everybody's stuff is on sale, 10% off. Just use the code June10. If you go to vaygrim.com, there's a news article about it, and you can click on the news article and read, and it's going to link to the shop. So, yeah, just use the code June10, and you can get 10% off everything. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good on this Friday afternoon. I can't talk today. I need more coffee. It is good coffee. Okay. I think we're ready to go. I have been working on this project that I've just been calling The Tomb. It's kind of an evil villain's lair, or a horribly misunderstood villain's lair. The core concept for location actually started here with this ravine that curves around that way. So the base, you would think it's oriented this way because of how the front door is, but actually you go up and over, you come down here, and it splits, and you get this little side path on either side. I put these chests here just in case people are too scared to enter your base, but they want to trade stuff with you. You can leave your trades there, and they can exchange either one. Night Pirate has hosted the channel. Thank you very much, Night Pirate. A Rat Fat. Hey, what's going on, man? How are you? Main entrance area, the lava pool. This little chute thing here is actually, you have to get some good aim at it, but it's good for throwing stuff away. So it's kind of like a trash chute. We are using stairs. If you look in the upper left-hand corner there, I think I need to relocate that. Hang on a second. Yep, that's what I want. Boop. Let's do there. Perfect. Top, middle. Awesome. Okay. If you look in the top middle there, see, we're using stairs to kind of sculpt a groove into the floor. And it gives it a kind of a 3D feel, but you don't get that up and down bobbing as you're going into the groove, so to speak. So it's small enough that the standard player model can't fit in it. And I like it. I think it looks really good. We've got some side rooms here we haven't really finished off yet. I'm still not set on a lot of this block choice. Like, I kind of like this stuff. It animates just slightly if you stare at it long enough. Like, you get this big wall of it, and it's pretty trippy looking. Let me see if I can. You can just look at it for a second, and it animates. It's very cool. A Rat Bat's eating ice cream right now. I'm having coffee. Aren't we a pair? I do like the wallpaper. However, I'm not dead set on it. I'm not sure if it matches the color scheming or not. It might be a little too busy. We might want to go with something a little simpler. One thing for sure that I'm going to swap out, though, is this. I don't like the marble ceiling. It's too bright. I actually want a darker ceiling. When you make darker blocks for the ceiling, it makes it feel like, especially when you do floor and ceiling, it makes you feel like it's more claustrophobic, like it's more shrunk in around you, and I want that feeling. I want this place to feel like it's closing in around you. Is it Starclock's coffee? It is, in fact, Starclock's coffee. It is Boston cream pie donut Starclock's coffee. It smells amazing. It tastes like coffee, but it smells amazing. Oh, God. That's okay, Ratfat. I appreciate any time you can hang out with us here. Okay, on task for today. This ceiling right here, this is the central pit. We've got a mid-tier. This is basically the top tier, top floor. We've got a mid-tier. We're going to have rooms going off of that. And then we've got a lower tier down there where all the fluids are. Whee! A yeehaw. This is basically going to represent, there's going to be a lot more, basically as you start off, there is larger rooms up here at the top that descend into, actually no, it's kind of medium-sized rooms here. There will be larger rooms here. I don't know who that is. And it will go into smaller rooms at the bottom. There's going to be more rooms, but they will be smaller in size. It's going to be almost it's like a prison downstairs. We're going to have a lot of the decor that we're going to be pulling from, DecoCraft. And they've got a whole ton of components that you can place that's like skeletons that have been latched up against the wall, and crypts and tombs and crypt skeletons you would have on shelves and set in the wall. They have a lot of let me think. Not tombs, sarcophagus. That's the word. They have sarcophagus, stone sarcophagus, and torture devices and stuff like that. Lots of dungeon-centric decoration, but that's going to be mostly the lower floor. Right here, I don't like this flat. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to dome up the ceiling slightly and bring it in towards the middle. And then we're going to do some support struts around the edge that are going to go from the outside edge to the inner middle to look like we're supporting it after it has been hit by the ravine being cut through it. The whole base is supposed to look like the ravine just split parts of the base in two. Time to build some skull and crossbones items. Exactly. So I think what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to start by determining where I want to, let's see. I think I'm going to go up there. And we are going to, yeah, see, this gets weird right around here. And it should be right here. Did I? Yeah, I think I actually wanted do it back here.
All right.
Philip Lee is following the channel. Thank you very much, Philip. I appreciate it. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So that's going to be the outline. What I think we're going to do is we're going to do up to and out one, and then probably up one and out one, and then we'll have it flatten out. It's not going to be a true dome. It's going to be kind of a squat dome. It's going to be mashed a little bit. Hey, Gabbro, what's going on? How are you, Gabbro? Cat staring at me. Okay. I'm just going to bust all this out. We do not need it anymore. Normally, I have a building partner on these streams, a gentleman by the name of Eridani Tribal. He is under the weather today because he blew out his knee, requiring some medical investigation. He's got an MRI going on today. So, everybody make sure. Philip Lee hosted the channel. Thank you very much, Philip. Everybody make sure that you wish X Eridani Tribal X on Twitter some well wishes and get well soon. We want him to get his knee unfoobarred. Fouled up beyond all recognition. We know we can recognize it. It's still a knee, but you know, it's bad. Okay. I'm just going to clear this out, and we're going to start looking at what we want to do with this dome. And I know I want to swap what blocks I'm using. I'm going to transition. I'm going to use something here for the hallways. Okay? Not going to be marble. It needs to be darker. This is just too bright and cheery for my ceilings. Then we're going to transition to something else here, which means right here there's going to be a border. Just temporarily, I'm going to stick this stuff down because I want to mark off where this border is going to happen. And we can swap out the blocks later. The big thing that I'm worried about right now is infrastructure and getting the shape of things built. Break that off. Okay. And basically we would have, let's see if I can do, actually no, I can't swap these out. These are horrible blocks to marker with, but whatever. This would look like we'd have a perimeter edge. And what I'm thinking about doing, yeah, see, this doesn't line up. Oh, I see why. That lines up with this over here. Yeah, okay. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm staring at things. I'm like, what? So now we have a delineated line on where the dome starts. I'm just going to do that. Whoop. Wrong block. Let's that up. And ditch that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Hans, you need to. What's going on? Gabber asks, how is everyone? I'm doing good. I need more coffee. Always. But I'm doing good. We're going to do up to, which means we need to go up another. It's weird. I know so many builders, Minecraft builders, that talk about they need a delineated theme for their base. They need to have ideas. They need to brainstorm before they can start building. You know, et cetera, et cetera. And okay, so that is what we want. We now take out everything in the middle. But I know so many builders that state they needed, you know, delineated ideas. They need specific designs. They need a inspiration for a base. And sometimes they'll get inspiration from land around. You know, they stop at a place and they're like, ooh, I could build such and such here. Other people start with a preconceived design and they find a location geographically to fit it. I don't know many builders that work both ways. It seems to be that they are predominantly one way, fault of my death, or predominantly another way. Is that always? Yeah, it's all the way around. I know a lot of builders that will always build on odds, or they always build on evens. I don't know many builders that switch building on odds and evens. That seems to be less common. So I've always known I was a bit of an oddball. I always have an idea for a base design that I can do. Always, always, always. There is always something lurking at the back of my brain, if not more so. Okay, that's starting to look good. Now what we got to do is the hard part. We are going to bring this like this, and we're going to do kind of crinkle the edges a little bit here. How did I... I do believe we have some uneven points on the walls around here. Okay, we'll figure it out. So we're going to remove all of this. Right. That's going to bug the sin out of me, but whatever. Hey, Maldcat. Yeah, Maldcat says, my builds are typically organic, but draw from real-world elements. Yeah, which makes sense. I know a ton of builders that work... For every style, I know a lot of people that work within that style. Morvi builds on inspiration. She has an idea that she gets for a build, and then she finds terrain to fit the build. And then she refines that idea in creative, etc., etc. That is standardly how she works. And that works fantastic for her. I know other people that are more kind of organic flow. Direwolf has been an organic flow kind of a guy, but he does think about base layout and general placement of things for the sake of convenience, for the sake of, you know, getting stuff from this mod together, getting stuff from this mod. From an efficiency standpoint, he is trying to get better about decorative aspects, and I do respect that he is actually trying to get better about that. He's gotten a lot better than he used to be. A lot better. But he has always been more about kind of just, you know, going with the flow and getting that done. The building has always been a secondary concern over making the stuff from the mods. And that's fine. Yeah, organic means you don't lay anything out. Yeah, I don't think Direwolf does either. I think he kind of wings it. Okay. So what we got now is we've got up 2, out 1. And then what I think I want to do is up and out 1 again, which means we'll do something like that. And let's see, I'm going to do yep, something like that. Bust this out. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, this is going to be the same color as this up here. This is where the break is going to start for the dome. I'm thinking about pulling this across. Let's see. Anyway, so you're going to have these 2 blocks here are going to be the same. All this is going to be the same color. I'll do a design in the middle. It'll be different blocks in the middle of the flat part. That'll be fun. But this is going to be up 2, and then this is just up 2, then up and out 1, up and out 1, and this is going to be out 2, which I think means this is going to be a little harder. Yeah. I'm gonna break that for now. Might regret that. Oh, nope, that's wrong. I think that's correct. We'll see in just a minute. It's starting to get where it looks a little off. Because of this part over here. This is the thing I'm having a little trouble with. I'm tempted to pull it all the way across, connect it, make it a solid dome, then re-break it, if that makes sense. To make it look more normal. Do you think his direwolf has also built his reputation to a level that he now has to have a certain amount of dire build / dire wire in his builds? I actually don't like the phrase dire wire because everybody else does that. Everybody else starts off at some point in their build is having a tangle of wires, or they just run the power just to get things working, and then they'll go back and clean it up later. But because Direwolf does it, it's dire wire, and people tease him about it. I have seen the expression on that man's face when somebody mentioned it in person at a convention. I met him at PAX South several times, and I have been talking to him when somebody else will make a dire wire joke, and you can see the depression start to crawl across his face. It's sad. I don't like teasing people about stuff like that. It's like Soren gets teased about, how much trouble he causes, or the fact that he finds so many bugs. But he revels in that. He wants to be teased for that. He wants to be known as that kind of a troublemaker. That's different. I don't like the phrase dire wire. Now, the Direwolf 9x9 thing, he embraces that. That's all him, and he understands that. He got that, and he ran with it. And I think that's good. But the whole dire wire thing, he's not a fan of that. And I see why. Because it's basically people saying that he's incompetent or bad at something. And that's just not fun. I think this would go up here. Match up with this one. So when it comes down to it, I think he's got a specific style, and for some reason, people have decided to start teasing him about that style. Okay, so if I back up right here. Yeah, okay. See, this is a visual deception. This room does line up in shape. But because it's broken on uneven perspective, you see it's going that way. It's not a dead straight break from middle of one side to middle of the other side. It's an angled break with this ravine. It messes with your perception. It makes you think the walls are uneven. They're not. They're actually even. And you can tell by where the downspouts are placed. But it messes with my head. Bradders Kemp asks, can I join? No, sorry. This is a private whitelisted server. If you want to support me on Patreon, you could maybe think about doing that. Go to patreon.com/Vaygrim. Take a look. My Patreon supporters do have access to this server, but otherwise, no. Private whitelisted server, you cannot join. Sorry. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Bradders Kemp, follow the channel. Okay. Let's see. So the ceiling is not horribly broken. If I did this. I will re-break this. Here in a minute. what you do is you stand right here, and you'll look up. It is misshapen slightly. Yep. Okay, so if I go over here, this oh, wait a minute. No. Hang on. Okay, what I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to get things even, and then I'm going to break them apart again. Yeah, okay. That's the part that messed with it. Right there. Which means now... that. Do that. Let's draw that again. That's even enough that I'm not going to worry about it anymore. It looks even enough. I think there's a little thing right here. It's messed up, but whatever. Okay. So let's think about this. Let's see. We're talking about builders. Building style. I think Direwolf, when he started off, is very much organic, go with the flow kind of person, and he is transitioning to a pretty thought out builds kind of person, a planner. He's going from a organic flow to planning. I do see that. And you can see that he is trying so hard to embrace changing his build style like that. And I think that's amazing that he's trying to, that he wants to actually change that build style. I think that's great. But nope. Messed it up already. That goes there. That goes there. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is... yeah, this isn't right at all. This is supposed to be up here. Okay. Let's break that. This. Which means, yeah, if we do this, that, that. I'm not using that right now. Let's... what's going on here? Is that right? Yep. This is wrong. That goes there. Right at the overhang. Which means we do want to do this. I started building as a decorative builder. When I started getting into Minecraft, the thing that I started doing first, when I first got Minecraft before I did survival, and I'll admit to this, I had a bootleg version for about 3 weeks before I bought the full version. Because I wanted to see if I was going to mess with it, but the bootleg version, I couldn't update it. It was very buggy and it was very weird. And I think a lot of people actually start off that way. They start with the bootleg version and they go to... actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that there. I think they start with the bootleg version and go to the real version. I do believe that's a thing. But... yeah, let's break that. I need to be able to see where I'm going to resume this break in the ravine. So when I come back here, I can just, oh, okay, I'll just knock that crap out. And when I do the other side, I'll show you. We come in the ravine, it's going to be like, oh, okay. Everything I can see, I break. And then we will resume that. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do right now is decide what I want to use. What is that? Dark steel block. I think that it's going to be a little too weird. Not going to use that. That is an obsidian thing that's being used in the throne room. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to keep this on hand for now. But let's see if I can remember. Search options. Yeah, it is a carrot. Gray? No, it's European. What? Really? Black, silver, gray. Yeah, okay. Why can I not do gray? Why is that not coming up with anything? Okay, weird. Let's go to chisel then, I guess, and just start from there. Anyway. Mocat asks, is this VC4 or the Coop Life server, Coop Life pack? This is actually VC4. This is not Coop Life. This is on the VC4 test server. Not too far away from our Skymall build. If you haven't seen the Skymall build, that was the previous GrimCo Construction series that I did. It's a big community space that we have on the server. Let's see real quick. Boop. Okay. Basically, yeah, this is the VC4 server, the test server. I started building decoratively before I started doing the survival thing with vanilla, and I did not do vanilla survival very long before I got into modded. So it's not like I did, a couple of years worth of vanilla before I did modded stuff. I switched over inside of, I think, 2 months. And pretty quickly got addicted to the variety of blocks that modded adds to the game. That really hooked me. That's the thing that hooked me the most, is the variety of things you could do and tasks you could focus on with modded. I just thought that was so amazing. But I have always kind of had those decorative builder roots at heart. That's where I started, and that's where a lot of my initial kind of brain process Minecraft was founded in. So that's always where I dwell. So I always have some idea or three floating about in my head for, it'd be really neat to do a base design like this. This one has been floating around in my head since Minecraft 1.52. I've been trying to build some version of this base for a while now. See you later, Gabbro. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Aridani, what's going on? Grimtides, why is your stuff getting erased? Yeah, I don't know what you're going on about, Grimtides. I have no clue what's happening. Also, hey, Aridani, how are you feeling? Did you get the MRI thing done? Is that donezo, or are you still... Okay, so now what I need to do... Out to... I gotta look at how I did this. This is very complicated. I'll do this. I think technically, no.
Almost a pop into Boyster.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I just got back from the orthopedist. I did not have an MRI done today. He drained all the fluid from my leg.
Oh, joy.
Oh yeah, it's my leg is throbbing right now. He went and pulled all the fluid out. He's gonna run it through some tests for gout and things like that. If it comes back with negative on all fronts, then I'll have the MRI done to look for any massive structural damage.
So they're checking for like infection or something right now?
Infection or gouty arthritis.
Oh, you might have the gout.
Yes. Arthritis runs in the family, so might as well check.
Yeah, same thing here. I do not have any relatives with gout, but arthritis runs in the family. So yeah, you and I are both similar kinds of broken.
Yup. And Curse wants me to merge my Twitch account. Fine.
Is that a thing? Is this is a thing, I think. What am I doing? I've got a builder's wand. Good God. Are you logging in?
Yes, I am. I've got a...
Sweet.
The Twitch client is making me merge my old Curse account with Twitch.
Yeah. Welcome to the mayhem. Hello, Jeff the Killer. What's going on? How are you? Oh, chat was doubling or dropping words, and some of it turned out sounding rude, so I removed it. That was you removing it, Grimtides. Quite often, if you see double, you're only seeing that on your end. I have never seen somebody actually double chat before on the chat end. It's just a kind of a weird bug echo on your end. Quite often, it's fine. So, dropping words, that's weird. But I have heard that the mobile client is a little buggy. I am unfoobarring the ceiling for the dome.
Okay.
So that I can foobar it again. Basically. That's what we're talking about. I'm going to break it so I can... I'm going to unbreak it so I can break it.
Oh, God. Guys, stop with the punny names, please.
Do what?
Oh, Night Pirate.
Oh. The Cluckball Express. Oh, God, that's horrible. That's a bad...
Exactly.
That's a bad name.
All of Preacher's puns yesterday. Oh, God.
You see how I renamed his Discord account to the Dark Punster?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we have up and out one, and then we have up one, out two, and then I'm gonna do this is gonna be the flat space.
Well, the client's loaded up. I'm gonna take all of my cool pain meds.
Drugs.
Drugs. Vicodin and Advil. There's 5 people I have left, actually. I got 4 left. Good last.
Okay, should diagonal 2. Diagonal 2. Means... I am going to have to... probably should have used a different block, but whatever.
Easy vortex. Alright, that should be kicking in about half an hour. And my leg will stop rotting.
Let's see.
Alright. I'm still in the blood magic room. The door.
Yeah, you are in the throne room.
You're on. Alright.
I immediately regret not using a different block for this. Hey, whatever. Figure it out later. We can just set off some TNT around the periphery and make it look ruined again. God, my head. Okay. So basically, I am rounding it out so we can then break it again. And I'm having a hard time getting... No, see, that's going to be right here. Diagonal 2 out there. Diagonal 2 out there. 2 out there. Doot. That works. Which means that. And... I think this comes across. Yeah, it comes across. Okay. Which means now what I can do... I think... that is... Okay, back down to our observation point. Look straight up. Dear God, I think that's it. Yeah, that looks symmetrical. Grimtide says, it was probably due to my Android keyboard settings. That's weird. If you're looking for gray, remember it's also gray. Yeah, I searched by both. Look, if I do the little caret thing, this is search by color. G-R-A-Y, nothing. G-R-E-Y, nothing. It's it's like it's not long enough to search. The name needs to be long. The word needs to be longer or something. Arseg, wait a minute, Arseg. Hey, what's going on? Burning Sage is my friend. It scares away the bad spirits. I actually have several friends in Austin that are Wiccans that believe firmly in what do they call it? Spiritual medicine. I don't know if I'm into it, but I figured if anything can help on a psychological level, much less a physical level, hey, go for it. Why were you dead, Eridani Tribal? Were you dead?
I was dead. For a week, I died.
That's dead for a long time. Okay. That is indeed, I think, a symmetrical build, which means now I can mess it up. I'm gonna boop, do this and do this so we don't get these weird things. So what I'm gonna do is this middle raised part that I'm looking at. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Something's not right. Doot. Yeah, we have... Oh, that's where it is. Okay. Found it. Yeah, okay. Nice. That's not a nice. This is a nice. Okay. The obsidian tile blocks around the bottom edge of that dome are temporary placeholders to show the break line. We will be swapping them. I don't think obsidian looks good here, theoretically speaking.
Yeah.
Because we've got red and black and like red and orange and black and gray. I think injecting a purple in here would probably be weird.
Yeah.
I'm on the shop, so I'm on the phone, so I'm not going to be here long. Not going to be long here. I'm sorry to hear that. Arseg, you've been super busy, man. Yeah, indigenous Native American religion and beliefs. Lots of Native Americans have a belief of a kind of a flow of natural energy that goes through things. basically the Force. And where do you think George Lucas got the idea from? And they believe in a kind of a flow of a natural energy, and inhibiting this flow messes with things. Now, this is getting into weird subjects that we probably don't want to dwell on too long, but if you think about it, well, yeah, there's so many cultures in the history of the world, okay? The Native Americans actually have a kind of a flow of energy. They have a word for it. I never can remember what it is because I can't pronounce it. But they have a word for this kind of flow of natural energy that is generated and maintained by nature. Is it the Chinese? What's the feng shui? Yeah, it's Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's Chinese. Yeah, Chinese have feng shui, which is the exact same belief. They just have slightly different sets of rules in it in one place or another. But there are so many similarities of beliefs that came up at separate times throughout history in cultures that never contacted each other. I don't think it can be a coincidence. There's got to be something to it. You do history reenactment, medieval through the age of pirates? That sounds awesome, Night Pirate. Now your name makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, qi, ki, feng shui.
Yeah, qi or feng shui. Yeah, feng shui. Feng shui, as my grandmother would say. I got my feng shui all out of whack. Okay. I was talking about builders before this, and then we took a kind of a weird jump.
With the land of metaphysics.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Okay, I'm gonna put the stone away for a moment. I'm gonna put the obsidian tile away for a moment. Actually, I'm gonna keep the stone on there. Actually, no, I lied. I'm not. Basalt. See, that is a slightly lighter. It's got a kind of a natural speckled tone. I kind of like that. What do you think?
Oh, what is that?
That's basalt. Just straight up big tile basalt.
Yeah, that could work.
I do think that the connected texture blocks are the key, what we want to do, specifically because it brings out the dark lines at the corners, the inset corners as well as the outset corners, and that is a very neat little thing that you get. So you get these corners here, like if I swap these out, you get that dark crease right there at the corner, but everything else looks like a smooth single slab. I really do love that. You also get the dark corners on the outside edges, and that's just a neat little design, kind of a cheat that I think is absolutely wonderful. That is... Let me do this. Wait, what? That is where that should be. Oh, no, that was right. Okay. I'm actually gonna... Let's do that. That'll be easier. Okay. Now the simpler part comes. I can swap to a swapping wand because I wasn't a moron and used obsidian on the entire build. We can't swap the obsidian blocks. So the throne room got a lot more manual. Let's see, we should go up through here, swap these out. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about building styles and how different people are different types of builders predominantly in Minecraft. And there's not a lot of people that are switch builders, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like, I know people that are... Maldcat was talking about how he was kind of an organic, kind of a flow builder. He goes with the flow and he shapes his base quite often with the landscape and the environment around it. It's not a lot of heavy planning, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, now's the part where we stare at the ceiling for about 30 minutes. The inset part, this bit here, this whole section, I want this to be another block type. So it looks like it's got an inset, kind of a mosaic thing. I don't know what yet, though. That's the part. I do think maybe it should be... I don't know if we want to do darker or just a different color. Maybe we want to do a different shade of red up there. A different kind of a block. Maybe we can use another nether brick block up there. Grimtide says, I always get a kick out of how much better you get colors than me. You want to talk about... Okay. Hang on a sec. It's time to turn on the Baker vision. This is what I've got to work with, ladies and gentlemen. Everything that I do color-wise is purely theoretical. I know there's a color wheel in my head. It has been explained to me at several different times. I've had several people that were nice enough to sit down and go, look, dude. And they tell me what colors are opposite of other colors. So I kind of have a circle that has a ring of colors around it, and there are colors opposite different positions. I also know the whole Roy G. Biv thing, and, you know, I know the science behind color because I know the science behind the visible spectrum of light. Mr. Bones moved to another spot on the mic again. Yeah, he jumps around periodically. He's magical. Don't do puns. They attract Dark Preacher, and I'm scared of him. Anyway, yeah, the Tomb of Doom.
Tomb of Doom. The Temple of Doom.
It looks like another kind of a building. Actually, it's supposed to, Arsag. This is supposed to be a kind of a darker, evil kind of a lair. And that's the whole point behind it. It's supposed to have an enclosed, kind of a constricting vibe. It's one of the reasons why I don't like this marble as a ceiling tile. It's too light. What we want... Okay, when you're doing builds, you have, of course, the floor, the ceiling, and the walls. Now, different people will have just one block that's all walls. Some people will do different, they'll have two different blocks, and they'll use accent walls. So the exterior walls are one block, and the interior walls of a building are another block. And that gives the room a bit more variety and a bit more light. That's when you start treading upon, I'm just building a house, to I'm designing a house. That's the difference. But the wife's home.
Oh, man. Hey, Jen. You can't hear me.
Drive-by coffee. They've been coffee.
Oh, man.
You're leaving again? Oh, you have to go pick up a lady. Yeah, right. Okay. Eridani says hi. She's here and she's gone. But here's the important part. She brought me coffee because she loves me. Anyway. Okay, so interior walls and exterior walls. That's one common, simple design choice you can do to make sure your house is less boring. That's a really simple trick. Then there is floors and ceilings. Okay, floors and ceilings. Is that a nether brick? Yeah, okay. That's a chisel nether brick thing?
I'm just looking at what the pattern is.
Oh, hang on a sec. Let me see if I can swap this to something people can see. There we go. I really got to remap my morph keys. Let's see. You could make the roof of bloodstones of blood magic. That is true. So, anyway, when you do floors and ceilings, what a lot of people do is they will do a darker floor, but they'll do a lighter ceiling. What that does is it gives the... I think that's too busy.
Yeah, it's too busy.
I gotta say, I'm leaning towards the middle one. It's more subdued, but I think it's brighter than the actual walls, I think. That left one, is that the right color? Red?
Bright.
Is it? Is it
That
too...
is basically red.
Because we need... There's red, and then there's like pinkish red, and we don't want the pinkish red. That's what we need to stay away from.
Yeah.
Anyway, what a lot of people do is if you do a dark floor, you do a light ceiling. If you do a light floor, you do a dark ceiling, or a light ceiling also. But you don't want dark floors and dark ceilings because it makes it feel like the room is constricting down and compacting on you. It makes the space feel more confined. It's a visual trick that humans key off of, and it's just one of those things. There's a lot of video games that you'll notice if you're in dungeon areas, they'll have dark floors, dark ceilings. But when you get into normal buildings, they'll have lighter colored ceilings, and it starts to make it feel a lot more open, a lot more expansive, a lot less oppressive. It is basically the psychology of construction and interior design. And it's a very big, very key thing. Like, let's go down here. Let me bring my HUD back. When you're at this entrance, we have this kind of weird inset that we've done. I talked about it at the beginning of the live stream. We have an inset in the actual floor that we've done with a special arrangement of stair blocks. That gives it a kind of a three-dimensional texture, a three-dimensional look. It makes the floor more visually appealing, gives it a little bit more pop. And like the columns along the left, it makes it feel as if there is more to this space than there actually is. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a big design element. That's a big thing. We have this kind of this trim that's made out of, what is this stuff called? Charred nether brick slabs. Yep. And it's the same line running down the middle. And I think it's a really good way to, again, give it a kind of a three-dimensional feel, a three-dimensional texture to the room. Yeah, I'm thinking this middle one. This one I'm standing on. I think we should go with that. But yeah, it's a thing where I actually want, normally I would never build dark floors, dark ceiling. I want dark floors and a dark ceiling this time. I want you to feel like this place is closing in on you and maybe even trying to eat you. That's a good thing.
Om nom.
Om nom 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 nom. I would place a grayish block stripe in the middle of the dome. Actually, we are going to be using some slightly lighter scaffolding blocks. We're either going to have to make a scaffolding block out of chisels and bits or use a solid block. And we are going to basically, we're going to have to push out past these walls, re-crack the pit, the walls, re-crack the dome. And then once we do that, we will, because I wanted to get the design symmetrical. Now we can go outside the boundary walls and re-break it and make it look a bit more how we want it to look.
Yeah.
Once we get that done. What also pops in that chamber with the gray walls and the columns, you use several layers in your walls. Yeah, see, that's the thing. One thing I learned from Rorax is three-dimensional walls. You don't want a flat wall. I could have buried this block of coal as a vertical columns, just a break column. Like, okay, I could have done, let's get some stuff off the wall. Okay. That is that. Let's get that. I could have just done, that. Oh, look, it's a column. No, that's boring.
But it's too flat.
Yeah, it's too, exactly, 100%. It is too flat. And you want three-dimensional, you want depth, you want texture, you want style, and you want things to pop off. This thing right here, this charred nether brick slab trim, totally unnecessary. It's just a visual kind of a thing. It's flavor, it's extra. It's sprinkles on top of the ice cream. These fluids coming down the inside of this pit, totally pointless. Completely pointless. The only point to these is basically visual cues as you run across this base. Okay, if you're looking north, it is, for a normal person, lava on the left, ender on the right. You'll come to cue on coming out of this. You'll kind of automatically, subconsciously know what compass direction you're going based upon what fluids are on what sides of the chamber. It's a subtle thing, but people will actually start to adapt to it. I have discovered, by the way, that I want to do this. And maybe even yeah, better. I don't feel like I'm gonna, because we're now having to avoid this thing in the middle. This is our spawn stopper. So yeah, there are little things you can do to like I did a base. I've done a sky base before that had different segments of it. It was based on a central spoke, the wheel design. I've done a lot of wheel-based sky bases. You will see this pattern reoccurring within my subconscious in lots of builds that I've done. The Skymall is that exact same way, but that spoked wheel sky base or ground base, I've done it before as an underwater base, where different branches of the spoked wheel, different quadrants had different color themes. It's not that I can see the color themes. It's that I know other people would want that when they're walking around the base. It makes it easier. Jordan, it's raining hard in Lubbock. Is it? I've been to Lubbock a couple times in my life. Nice town. I like it. Chats aren't showing, I think. No, I fixed it. A pseudo safety. Yes, we are going to have railing around the actual walkways. Yeah, that is going to be a thing, but that's not the concern right now. I want the bones of the build before we start putting meat on the bones. This, getting the shape of the dome, is bones. I will worry about what did you do?
I put a facade block on the underneath the.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's pull a bevo and call them facades.
Facades.
Facades. That's why he calls them falafels, because he doesn't know how to pronounce facade. I do not tease him. I revel in this. There's points where I've started calling them falafels myself recently. Kind of miss Bevo. He lives in Austin, and I have a tentative appointment, an open-ended appointment to meet him for coffee if I'm ever up there. So, yeah.
There you go.
Something I really like about Chisels and Bits is Maldcat saying this. Something I also like about Chisels and Bits, it lets you add 3D depth without going multiple blocks out. Yeah, you can carve into the wall just a couple of bits deep and do kind of carved in or inset designs and make it look three-dimensional. I think that's really neat. Okay. We have the dome mapped out. I'm going to worry about what and where later. I'm going to poke my way out here. And then I'm just going to break this. And once we get a kind of a reckoning, I reckon, on how badly it's broken where.
May we have your attention, please?
By the way, couple things before I forget. I mentioned this at the start of the stream, but we are having a 10% off sale. Site-wide 10% off sale over at shop.vagram.com. It is not just my stuff. It is also like Dark Preacher. He's got shirts and hats and all sorts of great stuff. It's, I'm kind of sculpting this and making it look less weird. Let's just kind of have that running along there. See if we can do a little bit of that. Well, actually, that looks a little too like that. Yeah. I'm going to break this. This breaks here. And we're going to pop through here. Yeah, okay. That looks broken. Awesome. Now I gotta remember. Eeny, meeny, miny, hey. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Oh, God. Yeah, we're having 10% off sale. If you go to shop.vagram.com, there's t-shirts and hats and mugs, and Dark Preacher's got posters, and Effect 2.0 has socks. I mean, there's everything. So, you know, go take a look and see if you find anything that you really like. Let's pop that. Yep, that's it. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna do right there. Yeah. Boom. It's been reshattered. There we go. Awesome. See, immediately I'm standing right here, and because it's not broken symmetrically, I'm looking at this corner over here, and I'm like, there's something wrong about that. The block count's off. It's not off. It's just missing blocks to make it look like it isn't off. It's fine. Brain no quit.
Maybe we should like fracture the bridge and kind of the same area between the two ravines.
Oh God,
Have,
I
like,
am.
wood scaffolding in between, filling like the empty space.
I am seeing that I want to do. Why do I keep doing that? Plummeting from the sky. It's a brick. It's an anvil. It's Vagrum. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. I actually want this inset to be delineated. I want a hard delineation on the inset. So I do not want a break right here. I want this whole inset section to be intact. Otherwise, we're going to break it to hell. Okay, you were talking about, yes, wood scaffolding, wood blocks. Okay, that's the thing we need to look at.
I was thinking maybe we can break the bridge a little bit, kind of like in a line between the two broken walls and have wood scaffolding in between. Like someone's come through after the disaster and kind of put a patchwork frame in place for the bridge.
Block of 10, block of steel, block of silver. Dark oak. Okay, hang on a sec. Nope. And then we did something like that.
I have like some supports underneath or above, kind of holding it together.
Well, that's one thing we're going to have to do. I want to get... Okay, let's do... These are just kind of place markers. This. We're going to do the old stairs trick. It is hard to do the old stairs trick. Sometimes, based upon space. I want to do this on each end. And then what we can do... This is poor man's support beams. Is we can do a kind of a break. Whoop, no, I missed a point. And this is just one of these dumb vanilla things. Yes, I could make a support structure that looked a lot more complex by, chisels and bits and yada, yada, yada. Sometimes simpler is better. I truly do believe that. Okay, so we got that. I went 3... Did you go 3 blocks down?
4.
Huh. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay. This is why I build with Eridani. I tell him once and he gets the clue. There's a point of exasperation when you have somebody that earnestly wants to help you build, but you have to explain a concept to them 3 or 4 times, and then you lose the inspiration by that point in time. The thrill is gone, baby. It's like, look, just stand over there and look pretty, okay? I mean, in the nicest way possible. Oh, hang on a sec. I knew I forgot something. Give me a second. Dragon Racer just reminded me of something. Yes, it's not broken. I forgot to start it up. That's the thing I don't like about ScortBot. It is a program I have to run on my end. I don't like that. So I'm considering swapping over to ScottyBot because it's always there. Merch. Ta-da! There we go. Yep, my bad. I forgot something. Whoopsie. Okay. Yeah, Eridani has become a very good build partner for me. I like having him around. He's awesome. Yeah. There's just certain things like that. Like, I would love to help Direwolf and be in one of Direwolf 20 series. I mean, I know the guy. I can ring him up on Twitter if I want to and ask, questions of him, and he will actually answer me. I count myself lucky on that front. But I don't think we have... I think it's an issue where we just don't have compatible personalities. I've done collabs before where, because I have a certain amount of, even just vocal presence, I have come to determine this. My voice carries a certain kind of personality with it. It conveys a certain vibe. And if somebody's more happy-go-lucky, hey, kids, kind of a person, it just doesn't mesh very well.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work. There has to be chemistry. So yeah. Like Dragon Racer is a shut up and build guy. I give him a concept and he will go away and do it. I don't have to supervise. He is a very specific kind of a worker, basically worker bee that I absolutely love. I can give him a design concept and he goes and he does that design concept. Rarely do I have to re-explain it. Rarely. You know, it's just different vibes for different people, and there's different folks that work out well for me. Ouch, my butt. Yes, exactly. Bzz, he says. Okay. So we've got the dome, we've got it shattered, we've got the inset. I don't know if we want to figure out what we want to. Wait a minute. You had a block that we were going to use.
I do, right here.
If I did this. Oh, that was a mistake.
You can't undo either.
So yeah, I have very specific, people that work well with my build style and personality. My build style is, I don't have a build style. I call my build style adaptive quite often. Dear God, man. I go to swap a block and it's gone. I'm like, I don't really have a build style. My build style is very adaptive. It's highly adaptive. Sometimes I build on odds. Sometimes I build on evens. Usually when I build on evens, I get hate mail afterwards, but that's okay. I've lived with it. I think I like that for now. Here's the greater question. Do we want to get that block and swap it with the hallway ceiling?
That might work.
You want to do that side and we can see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Swapping on.
Yeah, I sometimes build on odds, I sometimes build on evens. It's what? Hey, Mr. Trilby, what's going on? Long time no see, man. How is our favorite hat? What did I miss? Someone came to the shop. We basically redid the dome and then broke it again. So the dome and the chamber is now shattered again. It's been split by the ravine the way it's supposed to have been. And we've got the inset middle section for the dome. I already like the darker tone. I'm already a fan.
Yeah, the darker tone does better.
I'm wondering if that is...
Maybe the wrong shade of dark, the wrong kind of tone.
Is it the wrong... Does it not match up with the nether bricks on the floor, or is it a different color?
It's a little purplish.
Okay, yeah. If it's purplish, we might want to change it up.
It's not much. I would say it's a tiny bit darker in terms of like purplish than the kind of reddish line we have on the floor.
Okay, let's see if we can look at netherbrick options then. Hang on a sec. Yeah, in terms of build style, I go from building on odds to building on evens. It depends on the project. Everybody hates it when I build on evens, but I like it better. All the other builders are like, what are you doing? You're a weirdo. But Minecraft is built on evens, not odds. So, hey. This hat is currently enjoying the sound of Vigram's calm voice and the sound of rain. Awesome. Hey, Wax Seal. Wax Seal is one of our Chisels and Bits gurus in the community. If you guys want to see some crazy stuff with Chisels and Bits, there's Gabbro and Wax Seal. Those are the people you pay attention to. Okay, yeah, we might want to swap it because we're in very close proximity to the floor. So if there is going to be a stretch of room or a stretch of space where you'll see that it clashes, it's going to be right here. Because, like, if I'm standing here and looking across, I see it, but we don't have those blocks so close together. It's probably less noticeable if it's up on the dome ceiling.
Yeah.
That makes sense? There's a greater separation. Let's get...
Cap blocks on them, apparently.
Redstone blocks. No. Let's not do that. Nether brick seems to have this really weird mishmash of, like, okay, nether bricks, dark lava brick. Colors, black, orange, and brown. What? And then there's this one over here, blue lava brick. Evil purple, orange, and lapis blue. What? 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 We have, like, this is brick red, nether brick, and sand colored, which sounds a lot lighter to me. Small nether bricks made of meat. That's a much lighter tone than, like, the standard nether brick is. It seems like nether brick has got a lot more all over the place. Like, this one is small meat bricks, dark brown, gray, and iron gray. That sounds kind of gross. Ooh, what's that?
Black concrete.
Ooh, I like that.
It's really black.
I'm wondering if we want to swap the walls for that. This fireplace stuff is interesting, but fire log or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's firewood tinkers.
Beware the punster is here. Hey, Dark Preacher.
Monster is here.
What's happening? My buddy. Hey, Maze Magician, what's going on? How are you? So, are you a magician that can only use corn on the cob as a wand? How does that work? This is Maze, M-A-I-Z-E. So they're like the corn magician. Does that mean you can make popcorn as an air? That's awesome. He has a cob wand. Yeah, exactly. Instead of a cob pipe, he has a cob wand. This is weird. This charcoal stuff.
Looks weird.
And then this block of coal is less. Black concrete. Hang on a second. Actually, let's just do concrete.
Yeah,
concrete.
Multiple colors of concrete and chisel.
Yeah. There's gray, which is charcoal gray and jaded purple.
That's
Okay. So yeah, the black concrete is black and nether brick.
I don't see any color of nether brick to me.
There's black concrete, black. Some are black and nether brick. Others are black and dark brown. I'm thinking these color tags are all over the little off. The detection of them are a little weird at best. Wait a minute. I have a curiosity. Whoop, nope. I already messed that up. What does this look like? Oh, that's weird and busy.
It is a little busy, yeah.
That's too busy. Don't like it.
Okay, the gray is a little light.
Hey, that's not bad. What does it look like on the... That's not bad. We could do that for
It's a
ceiling.
little lighter than the nether bricks on the ground. Yeah, I was gonna say that could actually work the ceiling. We could
Yeah.
use the gray concrete. What do we got here?
Okay. So some of the black stuff is great. Other parts of it are a little... Block of coal. Let's put... Actually, I don't need that right now. Let's do...
Gray with an A.
Silly Europeans.
I like my aluminum, thank you very much. Not your aluminium.
Technically, aluminium is the right way to say it.
Is it? Yeah, it is the right way to spell it. We just... We're just stubborn and don't want to add that extra I.
Nope, don't like that. Let's do that.
Ooh.
Hey, come here for a sec.
Ooh. Nice place. There we go.
What do you think?
Ooh. I like it, actually. It's actually with the not sure which one these are, the mosaic tiles on the corners.
Yeah. It just gives a little bit extra, you know. It's like maybe the support columns were put in after the fact or something.
Yeah.
Boop. Yeah, for those that are just joining, we are working on the underground layer. That is a wrong block.
Temple of Doom.
Yup. I've been calling it the crypt or the tomb. I do think the Tomb of Doom is a little weird. I don't think I'm going to go with that one. Okay, I think I like that. I think that looks good.
Yeah,
It's
it
got
does
those-
actually look good.
I think it's got those little teaser blocks behind the, you know, corners of the columns. Yeah, we'll probably gain 10 FPS doing it this way too anyway, so.
Yeah.
Um,
This animation.
Okay, nope. Let's do that. Put that right in. Dark Preacher. We were talking about building styles on this live stream today. If you had to categorize yourself, do you think you're a planner? Do you think you are a post planner? Are you kind of an organic flow kind of a dude? I have seen you plan. I remember your Skull Mountain base from BC3. It was an awesome
I'm
base.
all over the place. It depends on the situation.
The guy who named aluminium couldn't decide how to spell it for ages, so both are valid. That's not true, Trilby. The guy spelled it one way in Europe, and when it got submitted to the scientific committees in the United States, we took the I out.
Yeah.
It's not the dude. The dude keeps telling us, no, I spelled it this way. Unless he is now rewriting history. And that's happened before on stuff like this, but whatever. As far as I've always read, U.S. scientific authority decided that extra I in there somewhere was dumb, and they took it out. And we've done that on other materials before, so... Maze Magician is now hosting the channel. Thank you, Maze. I appreciate it. Encased bricks, one of my faves, says Dragon Racer. Wax Steel says, wow, seems like I need to dive more into Chisel. Never seen these blocks. Actually, we got a huge update with Chisel that adds a whole bunch of amazing stuff to it recently for 110. And I think the 111 version technically has even more. So, you know, there's even more stuff to build with. Is that the right block? That is the right block. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Ah, boop. Diggy diggy hole. Exactly. 1812, its discoverer, Sir H. Davy, first called the metal aluminium, but then modified the word. See, I've read differently. I think it was on Wikipedia, but I don't know. I dig mostly like a termite. So, Dark Breacher, you tend towards underground bases, huh? Okay, we're going to do... I will readily admit... Oh, God. I have a fascination and affliction with sky bases. I love the concept of defying gravity. I think that is just the bee's knees, as it were. Okay. Go down here. Wait a minute. Let's do a little bit of that, and boop, boop. Yes, I could do this with a swapping wand. Not the point. I repeatedly get asked, why aren't you using the swapping wand? Because I just...
I'm just not.
I'm broken. do a little
Probably
bit
add some
of...
odd functions.
Okay. If we get all the way down here now. Ooh. I do
It looks
declare.
good.
I say, Eustace, I think it's gonna work. We still need to swap out the ceiling though. That block sucks, I think.
Yeah.
Craig's TARDIS, was that the IE one? What? Vagram, could we get a world tour off the server? On this server? Let's see. Let me back up here a little bit. Waxsteel says, the skull was cool. Kind of only base I remember from BC3, except for Vagram's and Berg. Yeah, Berg had Berg Mountain. The Mountains of Madness and the Mountains of Confusion. It was amazing. The native wizard tower jumpstart my memories. Yeah. Inside of Craig's TARDIS was amazing, fairly awesome. It was, and I missed that mod for 110.
I do miss that mod.
I want to do a sci-fi themed pack again if it comes back to 111 or 112. I would love to have a TARDIS mod. Basically everybody that would log when you start off, you would have a TARDIS key. Just boom. Here's your base. Go nuts.
Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy. That's what I would
That's
do.
what I did on the VC3 test server. I just in my TARDIS.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing. Because you get amazing frame rate in those things because it's a void world. Everybody has their own void dimension. So you get amazing frame rates. You still have to level the TARDIS up a little bit. You still have to actually level it up and put points into more rooms or more energy or whatever. And that really worked. I thought that was a great thing. It motivated you hopping around and getting lost with it a little bit. Can we get a tour of this server? We can. I tell you what. Next Friday, maybe we'll take a break from building and we'll do a server tour of sorts. Because we have made progress on the Skymall. The Skymall looks amazing. So for people that don't know the last build I did on this server, we can show it off. Hey, where was that brick that you were going to use? The gray thing for the ceiling?
I'm gonna find it again. Concrete gray.
It had this weird kind of stripe looking thing.
It was layered.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Let's find a sample.
Wow. That's... What's the word I'm looking for? That's busy.
It is a little busy, yeah.
But it's detailed busy, not like... It is very simple in detail, but it's very busy with that detail. You know, it's not like multiple colors, like bright busy. What do you think?
We can try some other options, see how it looks.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Good, we can go back to this.
I'm wondering if that's a little too much.
I'll also put the brick right here just for.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's a good shade. I like the shade. The pattern might be a bit much.
We could always do encased bricks like we have on the walls.
Hey, Gabro's back. Hey, Gabro. Mage Loop, what's going on? How are you? Gabro, can I borrow your C&B expertise to give advice on the stained glass window at the train station in the CL server? Yes. I tell you what. If you have not, go watch last night's live stream, the Coop Live server live stream. I showed off the progress that Gabro's done on a secret build that's not secret anymore for us. And oh my god, it looks amazing. You need to go see it, Aerodani.
Oh, I mean, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't watched the stream.
Hey, this stuff's good. I like this.
It's called Cuts.
Yeah, it's got a slightly variable pattern. But I do kind of wonder, is that going to be just as busy or only slightly less busy?
Can try it, see what happens.
Let's just swap out.
I would say it does look a little less busy.
Kind of like that. Yeah, you get the less of the weird, what is it called? I want to call it lenticulation, but I don't think that's right.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah, what is the word you're looking for? But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you get it's like warping. If you have lots of rows of parallel lines going off into the distance, they start to warp because of the way the anti-aliasing and stuff like that is working.
Yeah, and just how your eyes work in general.
Yeah, and it gets like this weird spiraling, kind of weird warping effect. You get way less of that with this. It just looks like this kind of interesting pattern going up. I like it. It merits looking up because it swaps it around a lot. I think I want to stick with that.
Okay.
I'll tell you one thing.
And it's not too bright of a color. It's I would say about the same shade of gray as the Basalt out here.
I want to do that. Yep. Okay, so there's a continuation of the segments in the room. Yeah. It's like Z fighting, but in your brain, not in the game. Yes. Yep, kind of.
Okay, that stick out too much.
The mall is awesome as it is. Oh, the Skymall. Have you seen the Skymall build, Grimtides? Wait a minute, what? Did I miss a comment? Is this the server with the church, or was that the last? That was the last one. That was the Bigger Chance 3 server. We lost the church build. That build was amazing, and I think there's a download of that build somewhere on my Dropbox.
I think you did post it, yeah.
The mall is also awesome on this. Yeah, I tell you what, real quick. We're at the hour and 36 mark. I got a few minutes. Hang on a sec. I'm going to peek my head outside. Actually, I can do it this way. I'll click quicker. And I will show you, when I talk about the Skymall, I will show you what I'm talking about. You come out of here. This is the Skymall. This build came out a lot better than I thought it did. A lot more of the community pitched in on it than I thought would be interested in it. And we still have a big slab of space that we haven't used for a project. I can't remember what it was going to get used for. But the whole concept is public space for different projects. Like, this is the mechanism platform over here. You can see where my frame rate starts going to toilet over here. Yeah. We've got basically a central hub. Let me get in the middle and I'll open up Journey Map and show you. So yeah, this is the Skymall build. It's got this central kind of, this is what I'm talking about, the spoked hub design. And I keep coming back to this for Sky builds because it's symmetrical. I think it's visually appealing. You can do a lot with it. You've got the inner walkways, the outer walkways. It's not, I have to go to the central hub to get to some other part. You can go along the outer routes to hit the outer branches. And I really do like this build. I think it has come out amazing. We've got a column of water that you can use to get up, or we've got teleporters kind of hidden about the place. These are ARP Tools screens to denote, Mechanism Platform West. We've got these different towers that people have claimed stuff in. Let me see if I can find... This is the North Tower.
I decorated mine some before we got started on this.
Yeah. Yeah, Greater Sea is on the bottom floor. Maldcat's got a space. I've got a space. And we've got elevators built into these things. I'm trying to remember who is where.
I was East Tower, I believe.
Yeah, see, we've got like sub-floors in these things and above-ground floors. Or above medium level, I guess. I don't know. No, that's right. But we got upper floors and lower floors. Oh, Jiva's down there. Okay. Wire's office, Eridani Tribal. Oh, yeah, Eridani actually has an office. Hang on a sec. Let's go. I'm going to hit the button called the elevator.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't the East Tower. everything's loading, and there goes my frame rate.
Yeah, exactly. Level 3, go up here.
Oh, got a ride.
That was quick. Yeah, see, radiators. This is all deco crap. Couches, fish tank, clocks. Is the receptionist desk. I guess I sit out there. Paperwork, archive boxes. I just, damn, is what I'm saying.
Oh, there's apparently no collision mesh on this thing.
On the, oh, that's hilarious. Hiding in the clock.
With a jump on it, I was like,
yeah.
no.
And see, if you want to, you can just go up and out through the roof if you really want. But yeah, basically, if you're at the central hub, we've got this kind of this path right here goes past some trees. You go outside here and over, and then we've got the they're almost arboretums. And like this one is all livestock and livestock automation. And we've got, let me see if I can just walk through here. We've got another one that is a tree grove, and this is all tree-based crops and tree harvesting for the most part. And I really do love this build. I still do. I'm going to miss it when we reset the server someday, but alas and alack, that is the life of things. This is one of 2 gardens for crops. Yep. And you can see these things just going bonkers. So, yeah. I really do like how this ended up being laid out. This is the Betania Platform. And so if you look at it on the map, there is a, this is the Blood Magic Platform. This is the Mechanism Platform. This down here is the actual Betania Platform. We were going to do another tech platform up here on the top, I think. I can't remember. But, or we were going to put Woot altars up there or something like that, but we just never got around to it. And a lot of the community has kind of eased off on playing this pack, and they're playing Coop Life right now. Just the way it goes. The cycle. Grimtide says, oh, wow, that got way bigger. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, this is a huge build. And I really do like, I consider this visually and aesthetically complete. We've got all the shapes. We've got all the space. The space just needs using. Like, we've got the roofs of the arboretums that we could build more stuff on if we wanted to. And there's roof access. Every single one of these arboretum spaces on the corners. Come down here. You see there's a ladder.
Pretty rusty ladders.
Yeah, rusty ladders that come down here. And you just kind of step off. Nice little side platform. Real easy. We've got stairs that come down here to the lower level. And I mean, yeah, it has come out beautifully. An amazing project that I'm just absolutely in love with. The side designs, these things here, were, I think, Dragon Racer.
Yeah, Dragon Racer.
Yeah, Dragon Racer did these. And this is what I'm talking about. I can tell Dragon Racer, I want to round the outside corners. You know? And he's like, oh, okay. And he just gives me parts. He's like, here you go. It took him maybe 15 minutes, maybe, to make this stuff.
Copy and pasted all of them.
Yeah, we just copy and pasted it all over the place. That's it. This was a creative build. This was not a survival build. I would love to build this base in survival, though. I think it'd be awesome. This is my concept of a co-op build, where you get one or two other people on your team, like a 2 or 3 man team, and you have this preset design that you can, we could save this to a world, and I could give it to the other guys, and I'm like, this is what we're building, but we're gonna do it survival style. And they're like, what kind of a jerk are you? First, why are you PMing me? No, I'm kidding. But they, okay, and this is what we're shooting for. Everybody has the same measurements. Everybody has the same visual kind of a thing. We're all working off the same game plan. And we could basically slowly build this as a 2 or 3 or 4 person team in a survival kind of a situation. I think it'd be glorious. But yeah, this is a Skymall build. And if you look at the map, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, okay, there it is. North and just a little bit east, that is the crypt right there. So this is where the crypt is. This is where the Skymall is. You can see it from there. So if we go back over there, watch my frame rate plummet. This is a busy build. There's lots of mechanical parts and stuff like that. We used a whole bunch of Ender IO pipes and conduits, and there was a bug with Ender IO with performance and how it interacted with chunk loaders, bad chunk loaders. So we have a lot of bugs on this server that we probably need to get fixed, but whatever. Toggle downfall. Go the F away, even if I am going underground. Okay, I'm going back into the tomb, Mr. Aridani.
All right. Waypoint.
You can tell. I was about to say you can teleport to me if you wanted to.
I plopped a waypoint down here.
Nope, you lost Arseg. Hey, Kiro, what's going on? I was near Betania Platform, if I remember that right. Yeah, Gabbro has a shop, and I'll do a base tour, a proper base tour, or a server tour next week. I want to show off some of the other offices because Gabbro has got a shop where they did all of these amazing little chisels and bits builds, and
they look amazing.
Yeah, it looks dope. Just shockingly good detail. Okay, I want to do what we did down there over here.
Okay, one quick thing though.
Yeah.
I threw up some different pillar designs since we kind of have black on these walls now. So
different color designs.
Yeah, a different color and pattern.
Oh, for the columns or what?
Black. Yeah.
I kind of liked the raw because it looks like marble. It looks like black marble.
Obviously, we might go with a different color because we do have black on black now.
That's a good point. But I also, if we're going to have
a different shade of black, but
if we're going to, here's a dumb concept. Is there a white version of charcoal pattern?
There might be.
We have marble, but I don't think we have that kind of swirly kind of.
Yeah, cracked marble.
That looks gross. What do you think?
That could work.
If these are the only light points.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it won't be too overpowering.
No, it's not going to be too overpowering. They're going to be slight highlights in an otherwise very dark space. And I want predominantly dark, not predominantly light with dark accent.
Yeah.
But I really like the kind of the pseudo-natural swirl that this charcoal has.
Yeah.
Or coal block. Cheater. I turn around and the rest of the room is done. Ah!
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, let's do that. Over here.
Over there.
Yeah.
Inventory. Have to do blocks.
Let's swap this around. I'll change the tiny bit. That would need a lot of lapis and rose bushes for all the purple and chorus plants for the purple plants. Yeah, it would, but yeah. I think it'd still be awesome. We could change the color up a little bit. We don't need all those purple blocks for the accents. It's okay. Yeah, hope to see the world tour. See you in the next one. I missed Arseg. Crap. Needs an ornamental roof garden on each of them. Actually, yeah, I do think an ornamental roof garden on top of each of the Arboretum buildings would be really good. I do think that'd be a great addition. Diorite brick. Wait a minute. Diorite.
Oh, yeah.
Diorite.
Diorite or andesite. Those are pretty light.
Ah, wrong block. Nah, that's segmented. I don't want segmented. I want...
Just diorite.
Nah, that's a little black. Is there a...
Out there?
I kind of think I like the other one better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as much contrast. It's a little more subtle. I think I like it. Yeah, let's stick with the one we're doing.
Okay.
Okay, now what I do is I grab that block and we do the corners. And then that. Okay. Awesome. Dun, dun, dun. Ah.
Whoops.
Nope, this corner. Looks good. Nope, that's bad. Put that there. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be behind a post anyway. Oh yeah. Definitely. Bad. Gonna put that there. Whatever. And now what we do is
I wasn't sure if you wanted to change this brick or not, so.
I want to keep that to where it transitions behind the pillar, not next to it. I still think this looks a little weird, but whatever. Okay. Yeah.
Do the ceiling. There we go.
Much better. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. And now what we're going to think about.
Yeah, the marble pillars look good.
Yeah, it pops a bit more. So you have a delineation of how long it is because you can see the pillars a bit better.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's long. Vagrant without purple is like Jen without something shiny. I had to latch onto a purple. Everybody has to have their signature color. If you're a YouTuber, this is a marketing brain kicking in here. Every YouTuber that has gotten somewhere has some kind of signature color palette that they use. All of them. And it's because, you know, they have to have a logo, and the logo has some key colors in it, and they use those colors everywhere. It's just a marketing thing. So early on, I was trying to think of colors, and my oldest brother, his absolute favoriteest color in the world is purple. He likes the kind of the royal purple. So I just kind of went with that. I was like, sure, whatever. That's a color that I know of, you know. Okay. So what we were thinking about is how would we do... Hey, well, one thing I'm going to do real quick. Whoop, no.
I'll make a little red line.
Maybe? What do you think?
That could work. It would fit in with the line that's on the bridge.
Now let's get really careless. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, I broke something. See? I broke something. Sorry, guys. Let's do this. And we're going to do... Actually, I'm going to keep that.
I'll do a second supporting beam.
Yeah. Let's see, we're gonna do this. We're getting all medieval up in here. We are basically doing flying supports. There is a space, come on. There we go. This, and this. And I'm trying to see if this is going to... no, wrong block. Meet in the middle enough? I don't think it's gonna. Wrong thing. Let's see if I can do a little bit of... here we go. This.
And that's how far it goes out.
Do this, we do this. Flap that down there. I like it better. It looks more substantive.
Yeah.
I think I heard a copy fairy. I'm not sure. That looks more like it's actually being sustained by something. And then if we wanted to... we get these things out here and we do a little bit of hot slab action. It's not slab action. So it's patched from the top, but there's still a kind of a support beam going across down below. Option number 2. What do I use here? Dark oak. Okay. Dark oak. Talked to enough of my relatives long enough. You realize it's not oak, it's oak. Fucking hillbillies. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's mean. Okay. Thoughts? Does that look patchwork or not?
That would look patchwork, yeah.
It's supposed to look kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? Ass.
Yeah.
Just a little. Supposed to be slightly assy. I do want to look, have it look, you know, kind of half thought through. It's like, wait a minute, why is there wood there? But that does kind of go through. Yeah, okay, I think I like the strut architecture. I think I like the struts. Which means what we can do, okay, lower down, you know, the mid tier, not the bottom tier, but the mid tier. If we do these on each side, then what we can do is cross link, and we can actually attach stairs, a narrow staircase going down. You remember we were talking about making a suspended level below the mid tier and putting a small self-sacrifice altar, like a tier 3 altar there?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not a server that's also private and whitelisted? What? I do whatever I'm building. I do whatever suits what I'm building, but I'm not a YouTuber or a streamer. So I have a bit more freedom. Color palettes are variable. I think color palettes are what you want to do with the build. Some people have their color palette. Other people do it based upon what the build necessitates. Is this modded? Yes, it is modded. Homicide illegal. Also, your name is kind of scary, but also a little cool. Yeah, private whitelisted server. Sorry. All the flying buttresses. Technically speaking, these are not flying buttresses because they're not meeting in the middle. These are flying supports. Flying buttresses actually are what are standardly used to give lateral pressure, like left-right. So if we had one going up like... if we did... oh, God. This... against a wall, that's a flying buttress. Specifically, it is keeping a vertical wall upright. So it is providing left-right support. Okay? when you have something that's applying up and down support, it's basically a strut or a support beam. Since they're stretching out like this, I could see calling them flying supports or flying struts, definitely. But these are providing vertical support instead of horizontal support. So it's technically not a buttress, I don't think, but whatever. I'm not gonna get nitpicky about it. Okay, I don't need you. Don't need you right now. Let's do that. Let's put that back there. Okay. So yeah, if we did these down here, then we could cross-link the different points in the struts. Like, I'm just going to get a marker block of some kind, right? So over here, we could have a point there, and then a point like here, where there's stairs coming down.
Yep.
You know? So you could do a little bit of... That way you could have stairs. And they're going to be treacherous. We're not putting any safety railings on these damn things. And they could come down. So we have points to attach. We could go like this. And we could have a suspended...
fall into the liquid under.
Do what?
Just hope if you fall off, you fall into the liquid under.
Yeah, aim for the liquid ender pool, not the lava side. But that way we have attach points where we can have the stairs coming down, and it also looks like that entire suspended structure would be latched on to the greater support struts. So I think that would actually work very well. So we can do the double struts on this mid tier. The lower tier is just on solid foundation. We don't have to worry about that.
It's on bedrock. It's not going
Yeah. We are not going to worry about that right now, though, because we're at the 2-hour mark. Thank you very much for actually coming by, Eridani. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to make it or not.
I wasn't sure if I was actually having my MRI today, or I was going to get the basic examination and then refer to MRI.
Yeah. Necromancer King, you're coming in right at the very end. Also, Epic Baseman, 10,000 out of 10. Wow, that's a pretty good score. Thank you. This is a creative build, not a survival build, but this is kind of my jam. This is what I do. I like getting an idea and hammering that idea out as quick as possible to see what we can do with it. And this is just the beginning, man. We still have all the rooms on the upper floor to flesh out and do. Then we have all of the hallways and rooms on the mid tier, all 4 directions, not just 2. And then all 4 directions on the lower tier that are going to have hallways and rooms. So there's weeks of building left on this still, easily. But every Friday about this same time, myself and Eridani Tribal step on and we just build. We have the throne room down here. We were doing this last week. Let me show you.
Yep.
No, it's not finished yet, but we need to
have
do
some
more.
friends down here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We need to put another spawn stopper under it. Actually, no, we don't, because we're gonna do a
mob sacrifice from down here.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna do a what's the alt sacrifice?
I can't remember what it's called.
Well of Suffering.
There you go.
My God, we're nubs. I'm gonna do. This is actually gonna be the far end of the base right here on the top level. We're gonna have an inset little kind of a dais right here in the wall that's gonna have a pair of thrones right on it. The rest of this room is not gonna have square roofing. Look, Mr. Spider, where are you trying to go? What's your deal?
Can't go anywhere.
Can't go anywhere if you're dead. Yeah, it turns out these actually additions drills hurt a lot. There you go. What's that? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You're dead. This is going to be a weird room because we're going to transition from the black and red to the black and purple and gray. So the stairs are going to look a little weird and out of place, but there is literally nothing I can do about that, and I'm not going to worry about it. It's just, okay, it's going to be a transitionary point for the base design. But we're going to have, I don't know what we're going to have over here. I'm thinking about small side rooms. We could do like armories, or we could do workspaces or blood magic on each side. Something like that.
Yeah,
anyway.
like the little alchemy tables and whatnot.
Yeah, little alcoves with alchemy tables and storage and stuff like that. But all in all, we got the dome, the central pit, and the dome done for it. We have finished out what we want to do with the bridge. I think we found a good design there. And I think it is really, I'm finally at the point where I can say, okay, The upper hallways look fine to me. They look good. I think I'm happy with them the way they are.
Yeah.
I'm not humming and hawing about, oh, the wall's too bright or the ceiling too... If we left this way and did the whole base this way, I'd be okay with it. It's good. So, yeah. Yeah, I think this works. I like it. We still need to do some support on the dome to make it look like it's been kind of fixed and retro patched. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. We'll figure that out. But yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice. And yeah, even without night vision on, the pillars stand out.
Yeah, they pop.
So
it's
even
really
when
good.
you're completely blind, you can still see a good scale of how long the hall is.
One thing we could do is get those pillars, get the block and paint glowstone that way and replace the pillars with those.
That could work.
That might provide some kind of weird eerie illumination level kind of stuff. Unseen lighting, which I think would be really cool. Option number 2 is we just have more lava pouring out of the walls. Anyway.
Fire danger.
I'm on console right now. It says Homicidal Legal. That's cool, man. We have a lot of people that are joining us from the Xbox community because of Mixer being on the Xbox One so predominantly. So we welcome our console brethren. I do a lot of modded Minecraft. I don't really do vanilla anymore. Done a lot. Or at least not on YouTube. So don't forget also, folks, you can actually go over to youtube.com/VagramsChance. If you search YouTube for my name, for Vagram, you will find me. I litter the search results. Trust me. There is nobody else on there like with my name. So you're good. But yeah, just go to youtube.com/VagramsChance. All the links are down below in my Mixer channel description. This live stream will get reposted on my YouTube channel later. And I've got tons of other videos, a whole bunch of series over there. Go over there, throw a subscribe, give some thumbs up on things. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget, if you go to vagram.com, I have a storefront there that's got products for myself and a whole ton of my live streaming and YouTube content creator buddies. We've got t-shirts, we've got cool designs, we've got coffee mugs, hats, everything. Go take a look. We got 10% off on the whole store all day long. Give it a peruse and see if you want to buy something. I thought other people were good at building, but this. Thank you very much, Homicidal Legal. I appreciate it. If you go to vagram.com, I have my live streaming schedule there. My shop is there. All my news is there. You can find me on Twitter. All my links are down below. Just go look in the description down below here on my channel for mixer.com/Vagram. And you'll find me. It's cool. Otherwise, I think we're going to call it here. It's been about 2 hours, and that is usually a good time to kind of wrap it up. Yeah, thank you for coming by, Eridani. I understand that today was probably kind of rough for you, so I appreciate it.
Well, after the Viking in my knees, I'm not bothered anymore, so I'm good.
Yes, but you probably also can't feel anything else on your body. I know how Vicodin works. So yes, everybody have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. You can also step onto my Discord server, the Discord server for the League of Ordinary Gamers. It is discord.vagram.com. Come hang out with us, talk. We've got tons of people, tons of different game interests, hobby interests, lots of different people from lots of different walks of life. Really wonderful community. Come hang out, say hi, and we'd love to have you. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.